The internet is frozen tonight after one of the most haunting revelations we've ever heard from. Rising star David, known for his emotional, soul-cutting music and mysterious persona. The young artist just opened up about something so chilling, so raw, and so heartbreaking that fans everywhere are left in shock. The final words of his girlfriend before tragedy struck. This wasn't just another live stream confession or cryptic lyric drop. This was a moment that shattered the illusion, cracked the mask, and revealed the tortured soul behind the microphone. In a trembling voice, his pain laid bare for the world. David described the last moments he shared with her and the words she left him with. Words that are now echoing endlessly across social media like a ghost that refuses to be silenced. Clips of the revelation have already gone viral. TikTok edits are flooding timelines, fans are crying on camera. And hashtags like #pray for D4vd and #her last words are trending globally. Some call it the most emotional confession of 2025. Others whisper that there's more to the story, that her final words weren't just about love or loss, but a secret, a warning, maybe even a betrayal. And now the question burns: what did she really say? And why did David wait until now to share it? Because if you think this is just about heartbreak, you're wrong. This is about truth, lies, and the one moment that could redefine his entire story forever. It started with what seemed like just another live stream. David, dimly lit in his room, headphones draped around his neck, speaking directly to thousands of fans who tuned in expecting music talk. Maybe a few laughs, maybe some cryptic teases about his next project. But within minutes, the tone shifted. His voice cracked, his eyes welled with tears, and he dropped a revelation that silenced the chat instantly. "I still hear her last words every night, and I need y'all to know what she told me." The room went still. His viewers froze. Nobody could have predicted what came next. David leaned forward, his hands shaking, and began to tell the story of his girlfriend's final moments. According to him, it wasn't peaceful, it wasn't simple, and it wasn't something he ever wanted to relive publicly. But the pain had built up too much, and in that moment, he chose to let it spill. Insiders quickly clipped the footage and blasted it across social media, where it exploded like wildfire. Within hours, hashtags like #DavidConfession and #her last words were trending worldwide. Twitter threads dissected every second of his shaky confession. TikTok edits overlaid his trembling voice with slow-motion footage of old concert clips, painting him as a tragic figure consumed by grief. Fans typed in all caps, "Why is this so heartbreaking?" While others whispered that there was more to the story than just heartbreak. Because what David claimed she said wasn't just emotional, it was cryptic. His girlfriend's alleged last words were whispered in the dark, a mix of love, regret, and something else, something that sounded like a warning. According to David, she looked at him with tears in her eyes and said, "Don't trust them. Promise me you'll be careful." The second those words left his lips on that live stream, fans went into overdrive. Who was them? Was she talking about fake friends? Industry enemies? A secret no one knew about? Theories flooded in faster than anyone could process. Some claimed she meant his inner circle, pointing to past rumors that certain friends were jealous of his success. Others speculated it was aimed at the music industry itself, a system that chews up and spits out young talent. A darker faction whispered something even scarier. Maybe she wasn't talking about the industry at all. Maybe she was hinting at betrayal within the relationship. Secrets she carried to the grave. The drama only escalated when leaked DMs surfaced allegedly from one of her closest friends. In those messages, the friend claimed she knew exactly what those words meant. "She told me before she passed that she didn't trust the people around him. She felt like they were using him, watching him, waiting for him to slip." Screenshots of those DMs spread across Instagram blogs, turning what was already an emotional confession into a full-blown conspiracy. Meanwhile, the Harrisons, her family, broke their silence. In a statement allegedly leaked to a blog, they accused David of exploiting her memory for clout. He knows what really happened. He knows what those words meant. To twist them on a live stream for fans is cruel, the message read. Their words sent shockwaves, sparking heated debates online. Was David sharing his pain honestly, or was he weaponizing tragedy to stay relevant? The pressure didn't stop there. A mysterious audio recording leaked, allegedly capturing David days before the livestream, practicing what he was going to say. The audio, if real, suggested he planned the reveal. In it, he could be heard whispering, "They need to hear it. They'll finally understand." Some fans defended him, saying he needed time to find the strength to speak, while critics accused him of staging his grief. As the internet fought over motives, his inner circle began fracturing. One of his closest friends unfollowed him on Instagram and posted a cryptic story. The truth always comes out. That single post sent blogs into a frenzy, with speculation running wild that the friend knew more about what really happened and what those last words meant. And yet, through all the chaos, fans kept replaying the live stream over and over, analyzing every twitch of his face, every pause, every tear. In one chilling moment, right after revealing her words, David stared into the camera and whispered, "She didn't deserve what happened." None of this makes sense. That line lit the internet on fire. If her death wasn't just a tragedy, was he hinting at something darker? Meanwhile, celebrity reactions added more fuel to the flames. Billie Eilish commented on a viral clip, "This broke my heart. Protect him." Drake liked a post, but later unliked it, sparking rumors he didn't want to be tied to the controversy. Even Kanye's camp allegedly weighed in with a tweet reading, "When they warn you, you better listen. Every move, every leak." Every whisper turned this story from personal heartbreak into cultural obsession. Fans weren't just crying for David. They were hunting for answers. Forums lit up with timelines, piecing together her final days. Conspiracy theorists claimed her death wasn't an accident, that her words were evidence of a cover-up. And just when the chaos seemed unbearable, another leak dropped. Screenshots of what appeared to be her final text messages. Sent only minutes before her passing, the messages read, "I love you. I'll always love you. But please, remember what I said. Don't let them break you." The texts matched David's story, but instead of bringing closure, they only deepened the mystery. Who was them? Why did she sound so fearful? And why did David wait until now to share her words with the world? The weight of it all left fans torn between grief and suspicion. Was David a broken young man finally baring his soul? Or was this the beginning of an even darker story, one that could shake the industry if the truth ever came out? And that's where the first chapter ends. A live stream turned confession. Last words that sounded more like a warning than a goodbye. A family accusing him of exploitation. Friends turning cold. And fans are demanding answers. But the story is far from over. Because whispers suggest there's even more evidence, private recordings, secret notes, and shocking betrayals waiting to surface, and the biggest question still hangs in the air like smoke. Did those last words reveal love, or a deadly secret? The confession should have brought healing, but instead it ripped open wounds no one was ready to face. The words, "Don't trust them. Promise me you'll be careful," weren't fading away. They were echoing louder. And now the world wants answers. Hours after the live stream, blogs claimed they had more exclusive receipts. A gossip site posted screenshots of a supposed private chat between David's late girlfriend and a close confidant. In those messages, she allegedly wrote, "I don't feel safe around them. They keep pushing him. and I know they're not his real friends. The screenshot ignited a storm. If real, it tied directly to her last words. Fans flooded Twitter with theories. Who were they? Industry handlers, fake friends, family. The mystery deepened. Then came the first major betrayal. One of David's longtime collaborators, someone he'd once shouted out in songs, went on Instagram Live with a shocking claim. She tried to warn him. She told him straight up, but he didn't listen. Now he's crying like a victim when he knows what it was. The clip went viral instantly, leaving fans stunned. Did David ignore her pleas? Did he contribute to the very danger she feared? The drama escalated when a leaked audio surfaced, allegedly a voice note from David's girlfriend recorded just days before her passing. In the shaky, tearful message, she said, "I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending everything's okay." They're watching. They're always watching. Fans broke down, hearing her voice, analyzing every second like detectives. Some insisted it proved she was stalked or manipulated. Others accused blogs of exploiting grief for clicks. Meanwhile, celebrities began choosing sides. Doja Cat tweeted, "Women know when danger is near. Y'all need to listen to her words." Her comment was retweeted over 50,000 times. Travis Scott, however, posted a cryptic snake emoji on his story. Fans speculated it was aimed at someone in D4vd's circle. The industry was divided. Each post added gasoline to an already blazing fire. Social media detectives, hungry for more, dug up old videos of David and his girlfriend together. One clip from backstage at a show resurfaced where she appeared distant, forcing a smile while he hugged her. Fans slowed down the footage, pointing out her eyes darting to the side, as if nervous about someone off camera. Conspiracy threads claimed this was proof she'd been uncomfortable for a long time, but had stayed silent until the end. And then the family spoke again. This time, in a televised interview, her mother broke down in tears. "She told me something wasn't right. She told me she was scared. And now all we have left are her words. He knows more than he's saying." The accusation was brutal. The interview went viral instantly, with headlines screaming, "Girlfriend's family blames D4v." Fans were torn, some defended him. Others questioned his silence at the same time. A leaked group chat among D4vd's inner circle surfaced on Reddit. In it, members argued over whether to release more of her texts. One message read, "If this comes out, it'll destroy him." Another replied, "Better now than when the truth leaks without us." The authenticity of the chat was unverified, but it spread like wildfire. Fans demanded to know what was being hidden. As pressure mounted, D4vd himself stayed silent. No more live streams. No more posts. Just a blacked-out Instagram profile picture that fans took as either a sign of mourning or guilt. His silence became louder than words, fueling speculation that he was either protecting her legacy or protecting himself. But the most explosive moment came when a mysterious video clip surfaced. Uploaded by an anonymous account, it allegedly showed DVD during a private studio session. Ranting angrily at someone off camera, "I told her to stop talking about it. I told her. Now look where we at." The clip was short, muffled and grainy, but the damage was done. Blogs labeled it the smoking gun, while fans debated if it was real or a deepfake. Either way, the perception shifted suddenly. D4vd wasn't just a grieving boyfriend. He was a possible suspect in a larger, darker narrative. Meanwhile, fans who once defended him began turning. TikTok edits, once filled with sympathy, were now filled with suspicion. Popular influencers asked chilling questions. What did she know that we don't? And why was she silenced before she could tell us? And just as the storm peaked, an even darker twist emerged. Whispers of a second letter. According to a trusted source, she had written another note, hidden in a diary, that had not yet been made public. Allegedly, in it, she detailed everything, names, events, and the truth behind her fear. The claim alone was enough to send shockwaves, with fans demanding, "Where is the diary? Why hasn't it surfaced? Who's hiding it?" At this point, the lines between grief, betrayal, and conspiracy blurred completely. Every leak, every whisper, every alleged receipt painted a different picture. Was D4vd a heartbroken young man clinging to his girlfriend's memory? Or was he holding back secrets that could destroy his career and his freedom? And that's where the second act leaves us: a world drowning in questions, a family demanding justice, an industry splitting apart, and fans left breathless, waiting for the next leak to shatter everything they thought they knew. Because now the question isn't just what her last words meant. It's whether they were a warning of betrayal. The storm around D4v had already reached a fever pitch. But what came next pushed the entire saga into uncharted territory. The whispers of a second letter turned into a full-blown frenzy when a photo allegedly showing pages from his girlfriend's diary leaked online. The image was blurry, the handwriting messy, but one phrase stood out. Circled in red ink: "If something happens to me, it won't be an accident." The leak shattered the internet. Fans gasped. Blogs went into overdrive. Was this the smoking gun? Had she known her fate before it happened? And most importantly, who was she warning about? Some fans believed this was the evidence tying directly back to her cryptic last words. Others accused blogs of fabricating the photo for clicks. But one thing was certain: the mystery was no longer about love. It was about survival, almost immediately. New claims surfaced. A former friend of D4vd's girlfriend stepped forward, saying she had confided fears about specific names in D4vd's circle. She said they weren't safe people. She said they were controlling him. "I tried to get her to go public, but she was too scared." The interview went viral, further fanning the flames. At the same time, D4vd's silence grew more damning. His blacked-out profile picture remained, but no statement came. Fans flooded his comments with demands. "Tell the truth. Show us the diary. What are you hiding?" Even his most loyal supporters admitted his silence felt heavy, almost incriminating. Then came the most devastating betrayal. A leaked phone call allegedly between two of D4vd's closest collaborators hit social media. In the recording, one voice could be heard saying, "He knows. He's just trying to protect himself. If the real story comes out, he's finished." The other replied, "We'd better distance ourselves before we get dragged down too." The clip spread like wildfire, with fans declaring it proof that people inside his camp were turning on him to save themselves. Meanwhile, another video clip dropped, shaking everything to its core. Grainy footage showed what appeared to be D4v arguing with his girlfriend weeks before her passing. He raised his voice, shouting, "Stop saying that. You're making me paranoid." Her voice, trembling, replied, "I'm not lying. They're dangerous." The video cut off, leaving fans with more questions than answers. Was she talking about people outside the relationship or inside it? And why was D4vd so desperate to silence her fears? Celebrities jumped in once again, dividing the culture. Nicki Minaj tweeted, "Protect women's voices, even when they're gone. Their words matter." Lil Durk posted a cryptic story. "Some dudes scared of the truth." On the flip side, others defended D4vd, with one rapper writing, "Y'all don't know the pressure he's under. Stop demonizing him without proof." The industry fractured into camps, each claiming they were protecting the real truth. But then came the ultimate twist. Late at night, an anonymous hacker account dropped a chilling message. "We have the full diary. We have the tapes. And if he doesn't confess, we'll release it all." Screenshots of the post spread like wildfire, with fans screaming that the biggest leak was still to come. Some dismissed it as trolling. Others believed it was the moment the truth would finally explode in the middle of the chaos. Fans noticed something chilling during a live stream from D4vd's apartment. For a split second, a notebook was visible on his desk, a notebook that looked eerily similar to the alleged diary. Viewers screenshotted it instantly, circulating images with captions like, "He has it. He's hiding it in plain sight." Conspiracy theories blew up again, with accusations that D4vd was suppressing her voice while pretending to mourn her loss. The chaos left D4vd cornered. Every move he made was dissected, every silence treated as confession, every rumor amplified until it felt like fact. Fans were no longer asking if he would speak again, but when and what he would reveal when he finally broke his silence. And that's where the story teeters on the edge. A grieving boyfriend turned into a cultural villain. A girlfriend's last words echoing louder than ever. A diary that may hold the truth hidden, stolen, or waiting to drop like a bomb. By now, the lines between love, betrayal, and conspiracy have blurred beyond recognition. Did her final words point to fake friends, industry sharks, or something much darker? Was D4vd a victim of tragedy, or is he hiding the truth behind her death? And when that diary finally surfaces in full, will it clear his name or destroy him forever? The stage is set for the biggest reveal yet. The truth isn't out. The war for her legacy isn't over. And the ghosts of her final words will not rest until the world knows exactly what she meant. Because one thing is certain, this isn't the end of the story. It's only the beginning of the darkest chapter yet. The beginning of the darkest chapter yet.